Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you what we got up to on the weekend, which is your typical Sunday DualSport ride. I was lucky enough to meet up with one of my new friends, Kevin, on his CRF 300 as well. We took our bikes out to see what they can do in the bush. Now I do need to warn you, we did have a little incident that, well, you'll see later in the movie. And for those of you that don't know, I live on this little island here. It's called Australia. And this is where I live. New South Wales, just above Sydney, a nice little place called the Central Coast. And this is our loop we're going to do. It's about 200 kilometres. We're going to do a little bit of exploring, but we've got a rough plan. That's it there. We're going to go through all that green stuff. Green stuff is good. As this is your typical DualSport ride, I've done what a lot of us do and ridden my bike to the bush. So here I am sitting on the freeway. Our speed limit's 110, so here I am sitting on 110 or thereabouts. And the little CRF 300 rally is doing it easily. Probably got 20 kilometres of highway plus another maybe 20 kilometres of back roads to get to the bush. But once again, it's a DualSport ride. This is what we do. Here we are getting into the good stuff. So this is the main fire trail heading into the bush. Kevin's out in front on his 300 rally, and as I've just met Kevin, I'm just taking it easy, seeing where he's up to, how he's riding. Kev was riding these fire trails really well, and I didn't have any worries at all, so the pace was not super fast, but we were clicking along quite well. Now for those wondering whereabouts we're riding, this is it. We're in the Watagan State Forest. It's an awesome place to ride on the adventure bikes and also on the enduro bikes. We were off the main trails now. Trails are a little bit rougher, and as you can see, we're starting to have a little bit more fun. So these are the trails we like, the less used tracks. Don't have to worry about four-wheel drives too much. As you can see here, trails are starting to get better and better. See up that tree there? Oh, a little bit more fun. Little 300 rally's an awesome bike. I was just waiting here for Kev to get in front, and really, I didn't have to wait too long. He's right behind me. Just wanted to see how Kev was going as the tracks get a little bit rougher and a little bit tighter. As you can see, he's going real well. I didn't have too much to worry about at all. Tracks now are starting to get really nice. That overgrown fire trail, almost down to a single track, is what we bike riders really like. Kev was going really good. Pace was still up there, and this was giving me the confidence to take in places that, I might not take the novice. As you can see, the track here is getting less used. So we're ducking and diving, trying to avoid the lantana whipping us. This track goes to a really nice camping spot. And I wanted to take Kevin there because we'd been discussing maybe having an overnight trip. Now, this track is not well used, and I was really happy that we were on the little bikes because you never know what's around the corner and how it's going to be to turn the bike around. Just take a look at this. This could be the end of our track. So yes, we had to turn the bikes around, and that might have been a hassle on a big heavy bike. You can see Kev just going around another log that was down. We had to head back up that really nice track, so I thought I'd mess around with the camera angles a bit and put the camera on the back of Kevin. I think it turned out okay, but I'm not sure if you get that sort of seasick feeling, so let me know. Either way, you get to see me ride a bit more, which is always good. Little trail obstacle here we've got to just get through. Just green gonna make it.
This is a big melon.
Yep. Just watch that one there. This is actually a track that we ride on our enduro bikes quite a bit. It's part of a big loop we do with a lot of single track. But I wanted to see how these lightweight adventure bikes go on it. You can see the track's going downhill. It's getting a little bit rougher, bit by bit. But on a DualSport ride, that's what you do. You see a little side track and you want to go check it out. And that's what we're doing here. That could be interesting. Okay, we're looking very boggy here. I have to converse with Kevin and see what the consensus is for going ahead. That's alright. So I got some good news and bad news.
What's that?
The good news is this is the track I was looking for.
Yep.
The bad news is this is the track I was looking for. So
Nice and gnarly.
yeah. So we're going to cop some mud, but we'll see how we go.
No worries.
Now parts of this track are always boggy, even in the middle of summer, even in the middle of a drought. There's places in here that the sun just doesn't get to, and there's always bog holes, mud, ruts, and red clay. Which one to choose? I always choose the wrong one, but I'll give it a go. Good work, we'll make an enduro rider out of you yet. So just do what you can up here. If it gets too much, just stop and we'll turn around. Now I just want to show you here, this is a little 300 rally, taking off uphill in second gear and doing it easy. We were starting to get into the boggy section. The bog holes become more and more frequent and deeper. I've actually seen plenty of bikes drown in these puddles because you don't know how deep they are till you get in there. I try to avoid them mostly. You can always wheelie over them, that works too. Here we go. How are you feeling? How about I ride it up just this bit because it gets easier up here.
Alright.
I just don't want you to drop it or anything. It's alright. I'll get us up this bit and then
No worries.
if it's gets any worse we'll turn around. Well, not long after this section, it did get worse, and I decided not to push it. The track's a bit too muddy today. Too many puddles, and I don't want to struggle for the whole day for a track that we know is a dead end because of that big log that we saw earlier, a big tree, sorry. So, just taking Kev's bike down for him. Going, oh, he's going to do me, mate. Yeah, go. You want to keep going?
No. That's above my pay grade.
Hard work, yeah. That next bit, if I knew we could get through, it might be worth it, but because we got to turn back, it's not worth it. Alright, let's go get him. Hopefully Kev can make it up. He's been riding really good today, it's just, I think these wet conditions have him a bit psyched out. Now this is a good example, we're both on the same bike, different skill levels, but we're doing the same tracks. The bikes are doing it, the riders are doing it. Kev might be, oh jeez. He might be a little bit more apprehensive about the tracks and worried, but he's doing
doing them, none the same. Probably pushed him out of his comfort zone today, but I think at the end of it he'll be a better rider. He's doing all the right things, up on the pegs, nice and smooth. Yeah, he's doing real good. The middle one. Yep, there we go. Well done. Now, I've purposely come down here, much to Kevin's disgust, to really highlight what these bikes can do. Oh, Kev. Sideways action, well done. Oh no, he's down. You okay, Kev? Hang on, I'll help you out. Hang on one sec. Alright, get your foot out. Are you okay?
I know I'm bleeding my face.
Oh, what happened?
Got a tree across my face.
Oh, is that what hit you?
Yeah.
Shit.
That got me.
Oh.
Right there. I was nearly up there.
Oh, you were going so good.
That was the last little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit happens.
Oh, man, you were doing so good.
Oh, that's the wind out here.
Yeah. As long as you're alright.
That hadn't have been there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have felt a thing.
That would have been awkward by yourself.
Definitely.
Alright, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. And the bike's come out unscathed. Beautiful.
It'd be hard to break them, I think.
Sorry?
I say they'd be hard to break them.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's bleeding on my face?
Just the bridge on the end of your nose.
Yeah. I just got a branch across it.
Yeah. Get up here, I'll fix you up.
That's it. I was hoping to get that one.
Well, you did so good, that log at the bottom.
Yeah.
Up here, and you came around that stuff perfectly.
The actual... I don't mind a nip bit and all this stuff, but
Yeah.
so my experience level is not as good as yours, that's for sure.
Oh, well, it's up a notch now.
Alright.
Alright, so just cruise out to the road and have a break. I'll fix up your nose then. So turn it off. Turn it off. So what, they've got a tip over sensor
Oh, okay.
to turn off the fuel pump and everything.
Yep.
So turning it off and on resets it.
Alright. That's the first time I dropped it, so there you go. Glad you're here for that
There's
one.
a tip for you.
Wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, nice and easy. I'll see you at the top. Knocked a bit of his confidence out, but he's still going good. He was going so good up here. It's a shame he's just taken that little knock to his confidence. Now, let's get this up. I couldn't stuff around getting the stand down. I just threw the bike on the ground to give Kev a hand. Lucky they're tough. And I'll stand her up. There we go. Yeah. Try doing that with a Africa Twin or big bike. Okay, so hopefully Kev's okay up there. We'll cruise up. Man, it's so close to the end. I feel bad that he fell, but I'm really proud of him getting up as far as he did and getting through it. Oh no. You right?
Sorry.
You're right.
I tried picking up, that's heavier than what you think.
Oh yeah, in an awkward position. Stay. Just put your foot down, nothing there, eh? Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I don't know. It must have been that.
Yeah, I think that's what's happened.
Yeah.
Hang on. So we're out of the hard stuff now. We're going to go back to our original plan and find some nice forest roads. Cruise out to Wollombi for lunch. Yeah, yep, off you go. Just swap bikes here quickly. Kevin's bike's set up really nice. He's got Ollins in the back, and he's got the Andriani fork kit. His bike's set up really nice too, so we'll just swap bikes, have a bit of a compare, we'll see what they're like.
So the first thing I noticed about Kev's bike was the shock. He's got the Ollins rear shock in it, and it's really nice. I've got my suspension set up, but I bought mine second hand, so the suspension's set up for someone 80 to 100 kilograms, and I'm, just under 70, so it is a little bit stiff. Kev said he's set up his Ollins rear shock for someone a bit stiffer, but it feels really plush for me. I liked it. His forks were nice too. Very well set up bike, similar to mine, but I think the shock was just a little bit nicer. And here we are. We caught up with a couple of guys on DR 650s here, and fortunately for us, they got to the gate first, so we had the gate open for us and took off and enjoyed these nice country roads. We were heading back to the pub. We're out of the bush now, going through the farmland, just cruising. Kev was going really well. He's recovered from his little crash. Starting to enjoy it again. We're out on the tar now, cruising to a place called Wollombi. It's an old town. Here it is here. There's a nice little pub here. As you can see, it's very popular with the road bikes. This is where we stopped for lunch. We had a really nice lunch here. After lunch, we took the back roads. We're starting to head home now, but there's some really nice back roads through all this farm country. The roads have been graded. Had a little bit of rain, so you can see quite a bit of water on these sort of floodways. And that was sort of the last bit of good riding. Now we just had for me it was probably 60 kilometres of nice country roads back home. And that's the beauty of a DualSport bike. You can do everything. You can ride to the bush, have a great day in the bush, and then ride home on the road. And little CRF 300 really did it well. Remember, if you're new to my channel, or if you're a current viewer, please subscribe. That gives me all the encouragement I need to keep these videos coming. Now, for all of you out there, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.